Bride recalls her disaster wedding, says hairstylist and a third of guests didn't show up. One bride can't stop thinking about her disaster, wedding, and all of the little things that went wrong along the way. In a post on Reddit's popular subreddit r/weddingplanning, the bride described everything amiss on her very pathetic wedding day. From the hairstylist being a no-show to the makeup artist threatening to leave, the day started off rough, and seemingly only got worse. The bride said in her post that she was forced to do her hair by herself because she couldn't find an alternative stylist, noting that it turned out dreadful. Unfortunately, things didn't look up from there. What hurt the bride most was the number of people who didn't show up. Only 150 of 220 guests attended. To make matters worse, she and her husband had paid over $2,000 more for last-minute extra food and seats, only for them to be empty. Even cousins didn't show up, stating they didn't feel they know me enough to bother attending, the woman wrote. Which was more the fault of my parents for not having any relationship with their siblings until this year. Guests noticed all the empty wedding seats, which were uncommon for the bride's culture. I was stressed throughout. Even with a planner and a coordinator, there was still so much I had to carry for myself on the day, the bride continued. It also pains her that she can't really see anything in her wedding photos, which were taken during the evening and were described by her as dark, because her ceremony started so late. Even the photographer agreed that they didn't get as many great pictures as they would have liked. Thousands of pounds down the drain in one day, and I couldn't even enjoy the day. Very pathetic, the bride concluded her post. If you can get away with having a small wedding or none at all, please do. Redditors tried to make the poster feel better in the comments section. As someone whose wedding was also kind of a fail, I have celiac and was served gluten and got very sick. I feel for you, one person wrote. Time will definitely help heal. And like you said, what really matters is marrying your partner. To which the bride responded, I've stopped crying about it now, but ultimately I just wish I did the wedding the way I wanted it than the way family wanted it. I would have been a lot less disappointed. She also clarified in another comment. The guests that didn't turn up were my mum's guests, but we still had to pay for her guests, and it was still empty seats at the end of the day. My mum railroaded the entire planning of our wedding when I requested we did something quiet, and she insisted we didn't. Our wedding was expensive because she wanted to invite everyone, forcing us to pay for more tables and chairs and food, only for them not to turn up.